What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're going to be reacting to a video from Odin's Men titled White Colonizers Made Me Fat. Let's get into it.
I'm gonna prove to you why white people are the reason I'm fat today.
Huh? Yo, I thought this was about to be a joke. She really said I'm explaining why they're the reason I'm fat.
What in the world is going on with you?
I guess I'm eating the wrong things.
Says she felt fat shamed at Universal Orlando when she wasn't able to ride the King Kong attraction Skull Island.
Angel filed a discrimination complaint with the Florida Commission on Human Relations and says she feels people who are overweight should be a protected class.
Let me get this right. So if you overeat enough to become morbidly obese, you should be protected and have more rights than I do. Got it.
So I just got this set and I look.
Stop it. Get some help.
Every year, fat phobia becomes less and less acceptable. So in about 10 or 15 years, I don't want to see y'all pretending like you didn't enjoy and engage in fat phobic content.
Hi, I'm award-winning fat activist and professional feminist killjoy.
That would be what you call a fat activist. A face, the whole thing. And how can you be an activist for being morbidly obese? What do you say, like it's good to be fat? I'm not saying you pick on the morbidly obese, but you want to help them. You don't want to normalize this behavior.
Chovar.
Yeah, like you're an award-winning fat activist. There's nothing healthy about being fat. I lived with a fat person most of my life. It was my dad. He was big ever since I've known him, which is funny because looking at pictures when him and my mom like first got together and stuff, he was skinny up until like she got pregnant with me. And trust me, the experience of me seeing him live, there's nothing healthy or, accepting about it. From the age, I was like, from 5 or 6, when did he pass? See, now I gotta do some math. From the age of 5 or 6 to like 29 or 30, died when I was one of those ages. He lived in the hospital. Like, every year we were in the hospital, he was either having a stroke or a heart attack every other year. There's nothing healthy about that.
Be an ally to women rather than an accomplice to patriarchy. Because, after all,
Wow.
patriarchy doesn't give up about you, girl.
The body positive movement is a movement created by fat black women for fat black women.
There's already proof of that. So fat people living in the delusion that they're more attractive being fat, that's created by fat black women. How about just fat women? I mean, I guess that's the way.
And other marginalized bodies. Ever since I was a kid, I've literally checked whenever I'm standing to make sure I can still see my toes, because I thought in my head, oh, well, if I can still see my toes, then I'm not fat.
That's probably a pretty good barometer. If your belly's so big you can't see your feet or your Johnson, you got to go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm getting too heavy. I need to lose weight.
I also work out 5 days a week.
Little tummy rolls?
No, you
That's
don't.
okay. Arms that jiggle? That's okay. Back rolls? That's okay.
If it is okay, why do they have to keep force feeding us that it is okay? Keep telling us this is attractive, cover of Sports Illustrated, a morbidly obese woman. If you say something, you're like, I want my old Sports Illustrated back where the women are attractive. That is something you're not going to get. Like, it's not a real woman because they're supermodels, but you don't want this.
Because my page is a fat space. It's a fat acceptance space. It's a body positive space. It's a fat liberation space. It's a body politics. It's an anti-diet culture space. It's not a let the fat person talk and then every thin person needs to chime in and give me their unwanted situation about whatever I'm talking about. Because that's not how you be a good ally. And if you found that that comment on the video was offensive, then you need to educate yourself. So stop projecting. And if you knew the knowledge that I know, then you wouldn't be commenting that.
There's a lot to unpack there. So fat acceptance space only. If you knew the knowledge that being fat was good, you'd be totally fine with it. I'm not sure what she's going for. Does she want a bubble of other fat people that say, I'm 400 pounds, I'm healthy, I'm the picture of an athlete, I should be a CrossFit model on the front of a magazine? What exactly is she trying to tell us here?
I don't know. I don't know what she's trying to tell us at all. All of it, what's crazy? Women are the only ones where if you tell them they are unhealthy, They throw a whole fit. They want you to accept them for who they are. They want you to like there's fat mannequins now for women at stores. Go into the men's section. Go to a regular men's section. We're not talking about a big and tall store now. Go into a regular men's section at any store. Go to Target. Go to the women's section. There's fat mannequins for women. There's not one fat mannequin for a man. You want to know why? Because if you tell a man he's fat, he gonna be like, he gonna be like, yeah, I know I'm fat. I know it's because I eat a lot. Now, they may not be happy internally or like when they get by themselves, but they'll straight tell you to their face that they know they're fat and they know why they're fat. You tell that to a woman, I'm not big. I'm healthy. You're just being mean. You need to accept me. You're bruh. Hey, this the chick. Okay,
hold on. Why white people are the reason I'm fat today.
Wait a second. So we've got a woman looks like of Indian descent, and she's fat because of white people.
Yeah, why is it the white man's fault?
They forced her to eat the food to overeat, and that's why she's overweight and unhappy and has to blame somebody else. Does that make it better if you're fat? If you can blame, let's say you can blame white people, does that make your lot life better? I'm not seeing it.
If white people didn't go looking for spices, then various sea routes to Indian subcontinent and Africa and other places of the world would not get discovered. And if they didn't get discovered, then East India Company would never come to Indian subcontinent. And if they didn't come, then the fertility of the land would not get destroyed because they forced us to cultivate tobacco and dyes and opioid, things like that. And that destroyed the fertility of my country.
We'll be a stronger.
What that gotta do with you being big? Is okay, maybe there's more. Maybe
Country
there's more.
Than your conqueror, right? That's the case. So you got this huge country that got colonized by a small country. I'm joking, of course, but here's the thing. Do you think she's missed the point that we brought in all this modern technology, ways to factory farm, and more people are living, and people are fatter because being fat usually is a rich person's problem. It's not a third world country problem. You don't look at a third world country and see morbidly obese people. It's kind of a first world problem here.
And then if that didn't happen, and if they didn't exploit and extract resources until my ancestors were left with nothing to eat, we wouldn't move to this grain heavy, very little nutritious diet that we have today. Also, if
what do you think they ate before the British colonized?
What? You think you fat because of a grain heavy? First off, if you I don't know if this is gonna come on race or not, but if you go to India, a lot of them ain't as big as you. Most of them are like vegan and vegetarian or something. They don't really eat meat. And the ones that do still don't look as big as you. So
India. Do you think the British came in and said, we want to exploit this country, so let's knock off some of the people. Let's make them less productive. They're looking for, think about it, if you're the conqueror or you're the colonizer, you want a country that's more productive so you can extract as much out of it as possible. Even if you are the bad guy in her mind, why would you want to hurt your assets?
white people didn't come to the Indian subcontinent, then my ancestors would not go through 50 small, medium, large famines in a period of 200 years.
And take aside if there's any proof to this, if she's got any.
I still don't understand how this correlates to you being fat. I'm sitting here in my mind. I think a small piece died from the stupidity. What does this have to do with you being fat? Nothing you said explains why you're fat. You're fat because you can't put the food down. You're fat because at dinner, instead of one helping, you probably have like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put it down. Go for a walk. Exercise. My brain.
Basis of rationale. Just we had famines. We were colonized by the British, so it must be because of the British. That's where the thought ends. That's the extent of the logic here.
And in 1943,
she's still talking.
3 million people would not have died due to starvation and malnutrition.
1943, what was going on in...
These people wouldn't have died of malnutrition or starvation. What does that have to do with you being fat due to the white man?
1943, the world was in an upheaval of sorts. Well, you got World War II, right? And things were limited. And you've got a less well-off country in India that got limited resources. Does she think that has any bearing to this famine she's talking about? Would that make sense to you as a normal person?
And if
my man, she don't even know what she's talking about, my man. She's stupid. She's stupid. I applaud you for trying to, like, make some sort of sense of her stupidness and to intellectually show her why she's stupid. I'm not about to do that. My brain is about to die.
If that didn't happen, then this entire place and the people of this place would not adapt to survive on lower calories. We also wouldn't buy.
So if you've adapted to survive on lower calories, wouldn't you just put less calories in so you could stay the same at that less calorie level? So now your body's more efficient, right? It's like in a car. You can put less gas in,
right?
You're happy because it's less.
So how are you
but
fat?
Case, I guess their body's adapted. Let's follow the logic. The body's adapted for less calories, but they kept sticking the same amount of calories in, so now they're getting overweight, but they're poor. I mean, you see where there's a flaw in her thinking?
Logically,
yes, bro. Kudos to you for actually sitting down and breaking this down. Cause what is she talking about, my man? What is she talking about? She's stupid. Me and you would have fun together. You'd just be sitting there, let me break down why you're dumb, and I'll just be on the other side like, you idiot,
programmed to hold on to more fat because my genes, they always think, okay, you're gonna die. At some point, there's gonna be
you're fat.
A famine. You will not have food, and
but your genes. That's your excuse. Her genes are saying this, and she realizes I'm gaining weight every week. So of course, no matter what's said on the internet,
your body's
I have
like,
to eat less food because I'm gaining weight. I don't know what it says.
So let's just play devil's advocate here. Because she an idiot, but let's just play devil's advocate. If that's how the genes in your body works, because you're Indian, right? How come it's just you? It's just you. So what goes through your mind when you see skinny Indians? Do you look at them and be like, oh no, their genes aren't properly made like mine are, but if they were, they would hold on to it so it knows not to die? What's your excuse for them? Because they skinny. What's the excuse? You big dumb. Whoo. Everything I want to say, I'm a good Christian now. I can't say what I really want to say. But you're stupid. You're super stupid.
About how much I should eat based on my height and weight. The reality is, I'm still gaining weight. So I should just eat less to not gain weight.
We're gonna die. I would also not be prone to diabetes, high blood pressure, heart diseases, and all that other things. So yeah, white people is the reason why I can't lose weight.
I can't imagine saying there's another group of people that are affecting what I stick into my mouth. So me saying Indian people are why I can't lose weight. And they go, why is that? Oh, now let me get a better one for you. Chinese people are why I can't lose weight. And they go, why do you say that, buddy? I go, because I love Chinese food. I get it dropped off by Uber Eats. I eat lots of it. And they go, do you ever think you just eat too much of it? Maybe that's the problem. It's not the actual food. It's you're sticking too much of it in your face. Does that make sense to anybody? Let me know if I'm off. If you've got an explanation that would bring some clarity to my mind, let me know.
If a fat person tells you...
Nah, bro, you was spot on. She's just... That is the biggest reach I've ever seen in my life to explain why you fat. It just is. Like... She literally jumped over a whole continent, threw her hand down, and was like, this is why. Just the victimhood mindset. You just want to be a victim so bad. You just want to be a victim so bad. I bet if I put you on a diet plan and I was there every day to make sure you didn't have 10 pieces of chicken for dinner, I bet you lose some weight. I bet if I was there to make sure you was active every day, I bet you lose some weight. Oh, let's finish the video. Let's finish the video.
That people are oppressed, and your response is, well, I have insecurities too. There's a problem.
Yeah.
One is an individual
We got two people who've got different problems. So one's morbidly obese, and one maybe has body dysmorphia when they think they're never thin enough. They still got two problems that affect the person equally, we'll call it, in their mind. But it's not okay because they're not fat, and it's not supporting her position, which is more on logic.
experience, and the other is systematic oppression.
Right.
And if you don't believe that fat people are oppressed, it's probably because you've never been fat enough to be oppressed by fat oppression. The pick me, I want to be oppressed too energy is getting really tough.
Okay. All right. I need a break. I need a break. I don't understand. Trunks. I don't understand. I don't understand. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You not oppressed. You not oppressed. She thinks she fat cause I don't understand. I don't understand. Alright, y'all. I just needed... I'm not going to finish the rest of this video. I'm going to put the link in the description box below if you guys want to finish it. I just can't keep losing brain cells like this. She's fat because of white people, and this one's talking about fat people are oppressed, and the other fat people before, yeah, no, I'ma just end it. I'ma end it. You know, if you want to see me react to more videos like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I try to drop 2 to 3 videos every day, and if I don't, I usually tell you guys why on my social media, and those links are in the description box below. Make sure you guys follow me on there. And until next time, you know, you already know who it is. It's an annoyed saying. That's who it is. An annoyed saying.